YouTube
Well,
and say good evening. Hi, YouTube. Good evening to you. Welcome to the Hello Neighbor Show for today, Friday, the 22nd of May, 2025. Hope you all had a great day and looking forward to stay with us until 10 o'clock. Please stop and share the live and tell your neighbor that your neighbor is on the show today. And we've got a great show lined up for you. Lots to talk about. Lots happening in Jamaica. The politics is taking center stage. And there's so much that we want to share with you tonight. I want to start by playing for you. The Prime Minister today responded in quite a lengthy presentation to the matter of the death of that woman over there in St. James. Is it St. James? Oh, yes, St. James. Here is the Prime Minister.
Emails, messages.
Here is the Prime Minister. Okay, let's go there.
When I accepted the invitation to speak at this event, I did not know that there would be an incident in St. James that would shine a particular light on the JCF. And since then, I have received letters, emails, messages from average citizens, ordinary Jamaicans, asking me to comment on the matter. It is indeed a matter of great public concern. I have been deliberately silent on the matter up until this point, because as Prime Minister, I cannot and should not make statements that are not properly thought out.
Okay, so the Prime Minister is saying that he does not want to speak, or he did not want to speak on the matter until he has thought about it. I wish Miss Nekeisha Burchell would take that advice, because Miss Burchell chat too much. And I'm going to show you later on how Miss Burchell has put herself in a lot of trouble by that statement she made on that podcast. So the Prime Minister is saying that he took his time and now he has examined all the angles and he's about to give us his views on it. That's a thoughtful man. That's a man that you can trust with leadership. It's a man who is not frivolous with his words. Man who is taking his time to think. Let's hear what the Prime Minister went on to say.
Asking everyone to repost the live, please.
In the immediacy of an event, sometimes we can make statements that more complicates than advance understanding.
In the immediacy of an event, we sometimes make statements that can complicate than advance understanding. And I hear a lot of people commenting on this, a lot of trash, a lot of garbage. And I do not discount the value of life. I am a believer in what is called ontology, the ontological self. Ontological self is being, the discovery of being. The Bible tells us that we were formed, which means that there was design, and that design is predetermined. So I believe in the value of human life and the dignity of human life. There's a reason, that when people die, they cover the body. And a lot of times they use white clothing to cover their bodies. It is the dignity of life. The dignity of the life. How you treat the body. Respect. It's not for the dead. It's not for the dead. It is for the living. Life is to be respected by all. But we must not inflame by our rhetoric things we do not understand. Like Miss Burchell. She thinks she's smart and she thinks she's bright, but she lacks wisdom. Go ahead, Prime Minister.
And so this turned out to be an opportune occasion on which I could make a few comments on the matter. Clearly, I cannot address the facts and details of the matter, and I don't think the public expects me to do that. But I think the public needs some reassurance of who we are, what we believe, and what it is that we want to achieve. At the core of this is humanity and dignity. That's what it comes down to. Humanity, dignity, and respect. Less than a week ago, Latoya Bulgin from St. James lost her life in a police-involved shooting. I extend my sincere condolences to her family, her friends, her community, and all who are grieving.
Okay, so we are playing for you the first response of the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, since the death of Burchel. Prime Minister is sharing his views, and it is very interesting. Let's go back and hear what the Prime Minister is saying. And let me tell you this. Let me just tell you this. It requires a kind of statecraft that I don't see in a lot of our politicians, to think about the situation, to make sure that when you speak, you've covered all your bases. And Jamaica, I think, ought to be proud that they have a man like Dr. Holness as the Prime Minister. Imagine Mark Golding. We'll get to him later. Imagine Golding. in a moment like this. Leadership is to step back, evaluate all the parameters, and then you speak. Mr. Pattison gave a very, very important piece of advice, that when you speak, you can't take it back. You must think before you talk, because when you talk, you can't take it back. Nobody can talk about sorry. I hear people talking today about Miss Burchell is to tell the speaker sorry. No, sorry. We'll get to that later. Let's go back to the Prime Minister.
I know that the incident has caused pain, anger, and deep concern across Jamaica, and not just in Jamaica. I believe that we should all recognize that we live in a global village, and anything that is happening in Jamaica, yes, it has parallels elsewhere. We see the situation in Minnesota a few months ago, but what is happening here is exported in milliseconds in other jurisdictions. And so I've been receiving calls from Jamaicans overseas concerned, and from friends who are not Jamaican, but who would have seen the incident circulated. And they are also concerned. So, first, I'm happy that the matter has been swiftly addressed by the police high command, that the officer involved has been interdicted, and there is a process of investigation that is ongoing. One of the things that Jamaica can be proud of is the establishment of a mechanism to independently investigate officers of the state when, in the course of their duty, a life is taken.
Okay, so the Prime Minister is making it clear there that he is regretting the loss of life, and he is pointing to the process that has been initiated, which is the interdiction of the police responsible for the incident. Interdiction means that the police is suspended. The policeman, he is removed from frontline duty. To be interdicted is akin to being suspended pending further investigation. Prime Minister is pointing to the process. We live and operate in a democracy. Democracy requires that the systems we have set up to work must work. Chat all you want, be emotional all you want. Justice must not only be done, it must manifestly and undoubtedly be seen to be done. We do not live in a totalitarian society. It's not autocracy. We live in a democracy. Listen to the leader of the country as he addresses the matter of the death of this lady.
That was a fundamental and profound change in how Jamaica policed itself. And as officers coming up in the police force I'm hopeful that it is the general understanding that the
Asking everyone to
entire
repost the live,
objective
please.
of the state is to preserve life. I want that to be the default position.
Okay, and that is very important. That the state exists, and all of you who are making criticisms, some of you are misinformed, some of you are brainwashed. You must understand that the state exists to preserve life. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. They're endowed, in other words, a gift by their creator with certain unalienable rights. The right to life is not a gift of government. It is a gift of God. And that the state exists to preserve your life. Without the state, my brothers and my sisters, criminals would come into your home, rape your daughters, take away your goods, and leave you dead. The police stands as representatives of the state to preserve your life. Understand that. Without them, you and I are vulnerable. Creatures that are vulnerable to the evil powers of darkness, including those whose only intention is to create mayhem on the society. Understand that. When you criticize, I can tell you this tonight, Mr. Andre Stevens, Mr. Perry, that if the police went on strike in Jamaica for 1 week, a problem down here. Continue listening to the Prime Minister.
We do not pay taxes to fund the police force for the police force to be the instrument that takes life.
You hear that? Those of you asking the Prime Minister to clarify his statement about judges, meeting judges and makeup. The Prime Minister is making it clear. We do not pay taxes for the police to go out there taking life. We do not pay taxes for that. In other words, this is not a policy of the government. There is no directive given to the police to do that.
Or for any arm of the state for that matter. The objective is for the police force to preserve and protect life. When you go out on your duties and your operations, the default position must be, we are going to protect and serve and preserve. There are some who go out with the default position that they intend to take life. But you as leaders, you must quickly identify those and correct correct that false notion that they have. Indeed, that is your core duty as leaders. And therefore, having Indicom established, sent a clear signal that the state of Jamaica and the agents of the state of Jamaica will be held to account for the unlawful taking of life. And any police involved shooting or killing will be independently investigated to give assurance to the public that the state is not a purveyor of violence.
Critical. The state is not a purveyor of violence. And this Prime Minister in particular can make that claim boldly and with integrity. Andrew Holness is not a Prime Minister that supports violence. As a matter of fact, Holness is under Holness, the Holness administration would have invested more in crime fighting in Jamaica than any other government in our history. Holness, by his own aura, his personality, the way he conducts himself, is a man of peace. Holness is a man of peace. We have had other prime ministers that we couldn't say that of. We don't need to call any names. By his character, the way Holness has demonstrated and conducted himself, his leadership style, suggests that he's a man of peace.
And indeed, not a purveyor of the ultimate violence, which is that of taking a life. So as I stand here today, and you are in my hearing, and the discussion is about transformation, that is what it comes down to. What kind of organization is the JCF? And what is the core principle of the members of the JCF? And what is the abiding principle of its leadership? So today, I challenge you as you rise through the ranks to ensure that that core principle is always maintained, always advanced, always preserved, always respected. The JCF is about preserving, protecting, and serving life. I've seen it so often as it's shared on social media, it makes the country look bad. Damaging to our image. It is now time that the JCF develops and deploys, along with other stakeholders, a national public education campaign to, I don't want to use the word teach, but that's what it comes down to educate our citizens about how they should interact with the police, and to educate the police as to how they should interact with the citizens.
You hear that? Very important. Because a lot of citizens are not aware of how to interact with the police. We had a man on this program here a couple days ago helping us to understand how to operate when a police stop you on the road. We cannot have prosperity if we don't have law and order. We cannot have prosperity if we don't respect the law. And part of respecting the law is to respect the agents of the law, who are the men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I have lived in this country for many years. And I have been stopped numerous times by the police. I have not had a bad experience. No policeman has never disrespected me. I have never had a bad experience with the same policeman, whether downtown, around town, uptown. The relationship has always been cordial. And I'm sure that there are many other Jamaicans who can say the very same thing. And especially over the last 10 years, it is clear that the police, men and women, are better trained and are practicing what they have been trained to do. It's a reciprocal relationship that must exist, where the citizens respect the police and the police respect the citizens. That's how we ever have peace. Because they are not our enemies. Understand that. The policemen and women, the men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force are not our enemies. As a matter of fact, they stand between ourselves and the criminal elements in our society. And the men and women of the Jamaica Constabulary Force deserve our unequivocal support.
And this will have to be over a 2 or 3 year period of constant reminders until it becomes muscle memory. Because I've seen, as I'm sure all of you would have seen, videos of policemen trying to interdict a taximan, for example. And forgive me, I'm not picking on any one group. But that is one of the highest levels of complaints that you get in terms of police and civilian interaction. Or a vendor in a marketplace. Or a traffic stop. And what should be a simple matter escalates into a confrontation. I have had so many letters written to me, and I've spoken on this before. One in particular of a young lady who had an interaction with the police, where she didn't see that the police was stopping her. The police pursued her. She panicked. She eventually stopped. And this is a young lady driving at night. She's alone. And the officers came out. And you can just imagine the colorful fabrics that were described to her. I have had letters written to me about 2 young men driving home. One night they were stopped by a patrol. They wound down their windows to see M16 rifles in their forehead. They're not criminals, they're not being threatened that they could be shot right now and nothing would come out of it. And these are things that our citizens experience on a daily basis. I'm sure all of you here who are about to be promoted, these are not things that you tolerate. But you will be leading the men and women who sometimes do these things. You must identify them in your stations. Send them on additional training. Interdict them or seek their separation. Because where we are now in the development of the country, that kind of behavior cannot continue.
Okay, there you have it. So the Prime Minister, very guarded, allowing the investigation to take its course as far as that matter was concerned. Very well done, Mr. Prime Minister. We all, like the Prime Minister, will have to wait. So you can look, listen. We can talk as much as we want. The Prime Minister, he has spoken. You can talk as much as you want. You understand what I'm saying to you? And let me just make it quite clear. Jamaica today is not the Jamaica in 2016. Chat all you want. Okay? In West Kingston, the Gleaner is reporting not one murder. I wonder if I could find that report. In West Kingston, not one murder in April. Not one. In the police division that I live, when I check in with the police, one murder since the start of the year and one shooting. One. Police divisions that were having 15, 16, up to 20 now have one. Let us not pretend as if the situation is not better. But we are not the proverbial ostrich burying our heads in the sand and pretending that we have solved the problem. We have not. But are we doing better? Yes. Yes, we are doing better. And one man said, if you start, you will finish. So what do we need to do now? Kill the police because of this matter? No. No. If the policeman was wrong, then the process by which he is to be investigated will tell us. And if he's wrong, then let the law take its course. But in the meantime, let us be careful. I'm warning you, Jamaica. I'm warning you. I used to bury people every week. I got Meadows and Dovecot until I sick. Sick. I used to remember how my jackets, you were smelling like a dead. I bury more young men. I bury young men in this country until some of the caskets, I couldn't open them. When they bring them in the church, you have to lock up the casket. We must not go back. We have to build on what we have. And in every organization, you're going to have trouble. Some challenges come along the way. It is how you deal with it. And we regret the loss of any life, because life is of value. It is important. But the country don't need to condemn the security force. It's not the security force that we must condemn, because it's our force. Our force. And I want every policeman, every policewoman, every member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to know tonight that neighbor, stand with them. And not stand with no criminal. No damn criminal. Yes? The Jamaican people must stand up and support their security force. This country has suffered at the hands of criminal elements for years. If Dovecote could talk, and Meadowrest, and Maypen Cemetery, and Church Pen, you know how many mothers in this country lost their sons? You know how many mothers have lost their sons to criminals? You know how many young girls have been raped? You know how many businesses have been torn down because of criminals? No, how about no criminal? We stand in full solidarity, full and unequivocal solidarity with the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Then tap your road, obey them. Talk to them. Be respectful. Good morning, officer. How are you today? Don't run them away. They're doing their job. All the weeping mothers of this country. And the police make them weep. Are criminals. Criminals. So let us balance this thing out here. When they err, let the institution set up, deal with them. Because members of the JCF have been convicted by Indico. And that's the point Mr. Mark Shields was making. I am not a judge. I'm not a judge. I can't pronounce murder. I can't sit down here tonight and tell you that who was murdered from who was not murdered. I don't know that. I don't have all the facts. I commend the Prime Minister for breaking his silence on this matter. And I think the Prime Minister's comments should put this matter to rest. Again, condolences to the family and all of those who are feeling sad tonight by the loss of life. We regret it, but let the investigation take its course, and we hope that justice will be done. Let's move on to our second story. Miss Nekeisha Burchell seemed to have caught foot and mouth disease. And you know, give me a second there. Let me get something here for you. I know that I have quoted Alexander Pope before. And Alexander Pope wrote that a little learning is a dangerous thing. Drink deep or taste not the Perian spring. You hear that, Miss Burchell? Don't drink deep, man. Their shallow draughts intoxicate the brain, and drinking largely sobers us again. Fired at the first sight with what the muse imparts, in fearless youths we tempt the height of arts, while from the bounded level of our mind, short views we take, nor see the lengths behind. But more advanced, behold with strange surprise, new distant scenes of endless science rise. So please, at the first, the towering Alps we try, mount over the vales, and seem to tread the sky. The eternal snow appear already past, and the first clouds and mountains seems the last. But those attained, we tremble to survey the growing labors of the lengthened way. The increasing prospect tries our wandering eyes. Hills peep over hills, and Alps over Alps rise. A little learning is a dangerous thing. I commend that to Miss Burchell. Education is not sufficient. You need wisdom. Education is not sufficient. You need wisdom. The smartest people in the world are not the ones with degrees, you know. You know that? The smartest people in the world are not the ones with degrees. They are the ones who study life. Ah, what a tangled web we weave when at first we set out to deceive. I feel sorry for Miss Burchell, I really do. I really feel sorry for her. And you know, when I was preparing for this today, I wrote that I was going to give Miss Burchell 3 pieces of advice. Maybe I'll write to her, because I feel that this is a girl. Something is psychologically wrong with Miss Burchell. Miss Burchell is suffering. Somebody need to help Miss Burchell. I really feel it for Miss Burchell. You know, I really feel it for her. This is a girl that is suffering. Something. Miss Burchell has lost something. Miss Burchell is mourning. There is something Miss Burchell has lost, and it's affecting her. She's ill. Miss Nekisha Burchell is ill. Psychologically, she's not doing well. She's not doing well at all. And I was going to knock her hard tonight, you know. But I say, you know what? She's sick. She's sick. Listen to Miss Burchell.
The speaker that he had asked for permission. The speaker that he had asked for permission.
Okay.
I don't trust the
So
speaker.
the problem,
So I
you
don't know
trust
if that may happen or not.
Okay.
Oh, me no know.
I don't trust the speaker. I don't trust the speaker. Miss Burchell starts out by saying she don't trust the speaker. Miss Burchell don't trust herself. As a matter of fact, Miss Burchell don't trust anyone.
But you never asked her for permission before?
No.
Oh, I never feel you needed to?
No.
Okay.
No.
You should see the look on her face when she said, no. No. You didn't ask her for it. No. No. Almost as if ask who. No. You know, boy, I tell you something. You should see the look on Miss Burchell's face when she said, you asked her for no. As if, how dare you ask me that? Ask who? Ask who for permission? Because a Burchell house. Burchell, you are young and you're going to learn the folly of your ways.
You like Juliet Holness?
I was just gonna.
You like her?
What do you like? I don't know her.
Okay.
I don't know Juliet.
You like Juliet Holness? I don't know her. I don't know her. Had I time, I would psychoanalyze every statement for you, but I don't have the time tonight. It's 8 o'clock. You like me? Let me ask you, Belmont. Who is Orchid? You like me? Me Orchid? Answer. You don't have to know me to like me. That's not the question. Is manners. You like me? You like her? I don't know her. What do you mean you don't know her? How do you mean you don't know her? Imagine, Miss Burchell is the Member of Parliament for Southern St. James for 7 months, and she don't know the speaker. I don't know her. You like her or you don't like her? You like me? Then you have to know me if you like me. You have to know me if you like me. Huh?
Juliet Holness. I know the Speaker of the House.
Okay.
And the Speaker of the House that we have is...
She don't know Miss Holness, but you know the Speaker of the House. You see the convenience? I don't know her, but you know the Speaker. So now you separate the Speaker of the House from Juliet Holness. Fascinating. The People's National Party now separates the Speaker of the House from Juliet Holness. They are two separate persons. All of a sudden, the Speaker of the House is no longer Juliet Holness. What a fascinating woman this is. We're going to catch you, Miss Burchell. Take a little more listen.
Is very biased, very partisan, and in her own words, she said it on an interview recently, that she's learning to be fair. So I can't really play well with someone who is just at their ripe age now, just learning to be fair.
Listen to that. Listen to that.
I want a speaker who is able to look at the issues and weigh them, because let's go back to when I spoke a few words in Patois. An enlightened speaker in my mind could have looked at it to say, here's a culture spokesperson, a first-time MP, speaking a few words in Patois. Let me see where she go.
Yeah, and
Let me see
probably
where she go.
create in context and see the whole picture. Let me see where she's getting
Let me see
at.
where she go. And then, by God, man, if she see me go on 2-3 minutes in this, then stop me. But somebody who could have looked at the moment, who had that self-awareness, and that comfort with her culture and her language and herself, maybe, could say, let's do this for the culture. Let us allow 2 lines of patois to be spoken by the member, and maybe it could inspire that child in Johnson, that child in Catadopa to say, proudly speak your language when you need to speak it, confidently speak it. The movement was bigger than the speaker, and she reduced it.
It certainly proved to be with all the social media commentary and you know people having them think pieces about it. Why am I article like her? Because this is the first tiff with her. 'Cause I think last year she have a little tiff there as well. I think she have just a blabber all one. You think she like you? Let me ask you. You think she like you?
I don't think she know me, but the truth is, I know me alone. She have problem with it. I just think the speaker she likes to be in control, and I mean that kind of control that perhaps you can get away with in a marriage. If you want to control your husband, for example,
that's crazy.
You can't control grown people sent to parliament to represent their people. There is disorder and disrespect, but then there's also control. Because it's not a school mistress, not a school mom with children in a basic school. We were all elected and sent there. But for me, I don't want to make this conversation about the speaker. I want this conversation to go back to women being given responsibility to the speaker that he had asked for permission.
All right, there you have Miss Burchell's. Watch me. What Miss Burchell appears to be suggesting is not merely that the speaker is controlling, but that Juliet Holness exercises authority in Parliament in the same manner a wife might exercise dominance over a husband in marriage. That's loaded. And I'm going to tell you that the PNP women's movement should take an interest in this matter. If the People's National Party women's movement, Miss Patricia Duncan Sutherland, did you hear that statement? That Mrs. Holness allegedly governs through personal dominance rather than institutional authority. That's what Nikisha is saying. That Mrs. Holness does not use institutional authority in the Parliament. She uses personal dominance. It is a most belittling comment. And I'm going to show you that she attacked the Prime Minister. Bear with me. The second thing Ms. Burchell did was that she said that Mrs. Holness's style of leadership is domesticized. In other words, it is reduced from a constitutional office to a household behavior. She's saying that Ms. Holness is behaving in a domesticated way. Is little less than calling the speaker a gal. What Miss Burchell is really wanting to say but not saying is that the speaker is behaving like a domestic helper. In raw born Jamaican, you see the language that Miss Burchell want to talk. Miss Burchell is saying Juliet is a domesticated woman. She's a gal. Come with me. Miss Burchell is saying that her authority is tied to gender and marriage rather than parliamentary procedure or office.
Asking everyone to repost the live, please.
And Miss Burchell, here is the killer. No one else has pointed this out. but you will only get it here. Miss Burchell is saying that the Prime Minister Andrew Michael Holness, though she does not call his name directly, but Miss Burchell is a communication specialist, or she is not. Miss Burchell is saying that the Prime Minister may himself be subordinated to the control of his wife. Miss Burchell is saying that the Prime Minister and the man in yard that are Juliet ruling. Fascinating stuff. Now, there are several layers in this, and you know, like when you unpack an orange, you peg it. I can peg it all for you, but it's going to take me all night because, you know, you have to be a literary specialist. You know, I'm not a literary specialist, but I know what I'm doing, and you apply certain logic to arguments, and you know how to do it. Firstly, the Speaker of Parliament is not exercising personal authority in the chamber. The Speaker exercises procedural authority delegated by constitutional order. It is called the book, the little book they use in Parliament. Standing order. Miss Burchell says that is like a school teacher. And then the statement is gendered in a way that would likely not be used about a male speaker. If the speaker was a man, if a male speaker enforced order aggressively, critics calls it that he's authoritative or he's an authoritarian. But saying a woman is acting like a wife, controlling her husband, what Miss Burchell is doing is introducing domestic stereotypes. The woman is acting like a wife, controlling her husband. Every woman in Jamaica should be up in arms about this. If you are a wife, you should be protesting against this statement by Miss Burchell. The Bible says that women are to be submissive to their husbands. Is Miss Burchell revealing something about herself? That she's a controlling woman? Wow. Is this a mirror of the type of wife that Miss Burchell would be? Or Miss Burchell is hurt. Someone promised to marry Miss Burchell and didn't. It's either that or she's heartbroken. This, you know, I was going to do a psychological analysis of the statement, but we need a psychiatrist here. This woman is hurting. Or Miss Burchell privately likes the Prime Minister. Miss Burchell seemed to privately likes the Prime Minister and, as a matter of fact, hate the Prime Minister's wife because the Prime Minister's wife stands in her way. Is that so? Is that what it is? Is it jealousy on the part of Miss Burchell? And is Miss Burchell of the nature, you know, let me leave that. Let me leave that alone. Projection. Watch it. It could be that Miss Burchell is secretly admiring the Prime Minister. She loved Andrew. It is not by chance that Miss Burchell make it slip. There's a rumor that I'm dating the Prime Minister. There's a rumor that listen, in Miss Burchell's mind, there is no rumor in Jamaica that Burchell, that is Miss Burchell's inner thoughts. That is her inner thoughts coming out on her tongue. Not no gossip. It's a desire she has. She desires to be with the Prime Minister. And somehow, Juliet. I tell you something. This is fascinating stuff. However, Miss Burchell indirectly undermines the Prime Minister through marital mockery. Women's group in Jamaica, if you know worth anything, take up this matter. It is despicable. And I beg someone, please help this lady. She needs help. She's going to destroy herself. Miss Burchell undermines the Prime Minister through marital mockery because Andrew Holness is the husband of Juliet Holness. The statement also implicitly says the Prime Minister is controlled by his wife, or that Andrew Holness lacks independent authority. It makes a mockery of marriage. And Miss Burchell is the daughter of a pastor. So I hear. I don't know how true it is. So the criticism is not solely about parliamentary conduct. It becomes a personal insinuation about marital dynamics. And that moves the political critique away from policy, procedure, constitutional conduct, towards ridicule, innuendo, and social stereotype. Well, there is something deep happening in Jamaica's political discourse that we need to examine carefully. Miss Burchell is a member of parliament. Criticizing the speaker is fair game, you know. A speaker can be questioned on impartiality, procedure, fairness, enforcement, or parliamentary rules. Even temperament in the chamber. That's healthy. democratic scrutiny. But what happened here was not constitutional criticism. It is psychological and it is deeply personal. Yes. Who do we have? Who do we have, moderator? I could stop. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, hello neighbor. Good evening to your listeners. Good evening to your large listening ship in the diaspora and the wider Jamaica and the social media land. I spoke to you about Nikisha Burchell and her political life that she has left within the PNP. I think what she has done to date, today she do it? Today or that?
Well, the video came out today.
Yes, the video that came out today. I think that is the last straw of her political life within the PNP. And she knows what she's doing. Why I said it, she knows what she's doing. She's a public relations person, and she have done her survey. Let me break it down what she's doing. She have done her survey and say, if I write the Prime Minister's name along with his wife, I am going to be that popular PNP member and setting up myself for officer position within the PNP. We have to understand what is at play here, you know. So the PNP delegates, they like popularity. They go for popularity, not substance.
The raw meat.
The raw meat. So what she's doing now, she's setting up herself among the PNP delegate by going after the Prime Minister, which is the most popular leader in the Caribbean.
Yes, sir.
In 2020, Andrew Holness was popular than Joe Biden. Did you know that, hello neighbor?
Based on the poll numbers, yes.
On the poll numbers. So what Nikisha has done, I have to give her credit for that. She found out that, look here, if I write the name of Andrew along with his wife, my popularity would soar in the PNP, and when General Secretary position come up, I would have it easy among the delegates within the Alodars of Olof Road.
Yes.
She's not riding it for herself, but she's riding it to set up herself to get any position, officer core position within the PNP, because popularity is what PNP goes for, not substance.
Yes.
So what she's doing now, she's gambling.
Yes.
50-50.
But separating apart from the gamble, Infomedia, this condescending way that she is speaking of the speaker ought to be condemned.
No. You have to understand this. This condescending way, the PNP bloggers have used it against the Prime Minister and become very wealthy. I don't want to call names.
You are saying that they're exploiting this for financial reasons?
Yes, man. It can happen, and it's happening now. Bloggers within the PNP benefited from tearing down the Prime Minister of his wife. 30,000 views on YouTube, 60,000 views. They are making big bucks to call the Prime Minister name, if you never know that, hello neighbor.
What is big country saying to me?
Serious money making from discriminating the Prime Minister, character assassination, serious bucks been made on social media.
It is deliberate. It is deliberate too.
It's deliberate.
Oh my God.
It's
a show. It's a show. It's a profit thing.
It's a show.
Oh boy. Then why the labor rights them not making money off of my own?
Let me give you a simple example. You will see a TikToker come out of nowhere and funny call Andrew name gone viral. Did you know that? You know that?
No.
Yes, hello neighbor. If you want a TikToker to be very popular, make him come out and cuss Andrew dog rotten. He go viral quick. Very much viral.
What were you saying to me?
You never know that Elon Eba?
No, sir, I didn't know that at all.
Yes, any TikToker want to get popular, just call Andrew name in a negative way. Popular.
Oh boy.
Why?
Oh my God.
Very serious, Elon Eba. It's very serious. The Prime Minister name carry a lot of weight on the international market, especially in the diaspora. He's one of the best Caribbean leaders in the last 30 years, and his name carry a lot of weight on the social media space. Like it yes or no, Elon Eba, any social media personnel wants to get popular, just come out and just start cuss Andrew. You look at the amount of views they get, the amount, you just come out and just say Andrew this, Andrew that, and you just get popular.
Oh.
It's a shame.
I'm happy you said this to me. What a disgrace. What a disgrace.
It's a national disgrace. It's a national disgrace, Elon Eba. National disgrace.
Yes. But
Nikisha Burchell, Nikisha Burchell, I'm going to tell you this. We're talking about left everything to God, and some say God take too long. But there's a quick action coming. I saw the Minister of Transport. I saw the Minister of Roads and Works just trying you, Elon Eba. Good afternoon good evening to the Member of Parliament for North Central Clarendon. Up there in
that's Nestor?
Yes, one of the brightest mind in politics. And I think Nestor is the best public relations person in the country.
Is
Nikisha Nestor Morgan is the best communication person in Jamaica right now.
Is that so?
Is Nestor Morgan undoubtedly the best communications person in Jamaica right now?
We want to talk to him about the One Road Authority. Well, yeah. Anyway, welcome, Mr. Morgan. Great to have you, sir. Big up yourself. Listen to me now. Infomedia. With all that being said, though, the way that Miss Burchell is characterizing the speaker, she don't know him. She don't know her. And the terms she's using, though, Infomedia, you are suggesting to me that there is a strategy behind all of this?
Yes, man. Serious political strategy she used to get to climb the political ladder inside of the PNP. It's very serious. And the only way you can climb the ladder inside of the PNP is to tear down Andrew Holness and Juliet Holness and becomes that puppet within the PNP and among the delegates, because the delegates of the PNP hate Andrew because most of them saying that Andrew thieved the election, and they know what the PNP delegates think, what the thoughts. So they try to play on the psyche of the delegates and try to shift the intelligence of the PNP delegates, and it's only detrimental to the PNP delegates that they are dunce. Obviously, they are dunce, because if you cannot see through this as a political operative and a delegate, then that means you are dunce. It's not good for the PNP. It's Elon Eba, this cannot good for the PNP. I said it before. The PNP is still missing the point, or still not understand that the Jamaica that they knew gone already. They still think like they can hold back the minds of the people in the 80s and the 70s. The people don't exist again anymore, Miss Burchell. They don't exist again. And in the same breath, the PNP membership still have her as a skettle, because she's trying to call Juliet Holness a girl. But in Belmont, in 89 Old Road, she's a skettle. In the PNP, she's known as a skettle. And that's the truth. Nikisha Burchell is known as a skettle in the PNP. May sound away, but it's just the truth. It may sound raw and raunchy, but it's true. Most of the PNP know, the core function of the PNP know that Nikisha Burchell was once a bar stool. You pass it around and every man get a sit down. I saw it go.
What you saying to me?
Yeah, everybody like everybody in the PNP knows that Nikisha Burchell was once a bar stool. Every man passed around and get a sit down.
What you saying to me? Wow.
In a soon away. Let me repeat myself again for your life.
No. I heard it 2 times. It's good.
Yes. Bar stool. Every man pass around and get a sit down in the PNP. You get a sit down.
I see.
Yes.
Well, that is very interesting, sir. I tell you the truth, this is fascinating. I don't know, but Jamaica is a fascinating place. Boy, oh, that characterization is something else. That is something else. You are one of a kind, my brother. You are one of a kind.
Hello, neighbor. I got to run, but I'm telling the labor rights. She's not destroying Juliet. She destroyed the PNP.
Yeah. Well, I don't go to bars. I don't get no sit down. So that's it. Have a great night, sir.
Have a great night.
Yeah. No, when you look at the pattern, though, when you look at the pattern, the yam head comment, although she clarified that, the remark directed at the speaker that you remember when Mr. Holness had that cap that he brought for the opposition leader, the bad mind cap, Miss Burchell was heard sotto voto saying, go give it to your wife. Go give it to your wife. Yeah. Yes. The suggestion of rumors linking her romantically to the Prime Minister. The deliberate use of patois after acknowledging it violated parliamentary rules. What begins to emerge, is not isolated incidents, but a political style. If you follow Miss Burchell's career, you see a pattern developing. I mean, there's 7 months in, 7 months in. Who do I have? A style that is rooted in disruption. Miss Burchell seemed to be kind of a disruptor. It reflects what modern politics increasingly rewards: visibility over gravity. Yeah. Today, especially for younger or newer politicians, attention itself becomes political currency. Viral moments travel faster than policy papers. Outrage generate clips. Defiance generate headlines, and provocation generates identity. And for a first-term MP trying to establish a public presence inside a highly competitive political culture, confrontation can become a shortcut to relevance. But there is a danger in that. Do we have any calls? You can add them. There is a danger. Because if every moment becomes performance, let me see if I can take a call. Good evening, caller.
Hello, neighbor. Good night. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Yeah, man. Good night to you and your larger base, locally and overseas,
Yes, sir.
You are doing a very good job.
Is that so?
And, yes, we remember, we don't give people credit where credit is not due. We tend to give credit where it is due. You are doing a very good job, Your program is very insightful, very educating, very entertaining also. Yeah, leave that out.
Oh, I am providing entertainment, sir.
Well, it's obvious that it is very entertaining.
I didn't know that.
Entertainment doesn't necessarily come on the heels of you being a singer or artist or something like that. You have social commentary, which is very much entertaining, and it is very educating also.
Yes.
So they were hand in hand. You know what I mean? And I must commend you on that. I can remember the time when you said you're going to discontinue your program, and it was a public outcry on social media.
Well,
you said, no, you can't do that.
We are almost there right now. We are almost there now.
You can't discontinue your program.
Why not?
You have to continue. No, neighbor, let me tell you. I live in the diaspora here. And your base over here, international, and I'm not telling you anything to full up your head. You can do your checks and balance yourself.
What are you saying to me?
A lot of people listen to you.
In the diaspora?
Yes, a lot of people listen to you. You know? The likes like Karen Cross.
Yes.
Same media there. JPU, 411, all the other social media commentary people listen to. But I can tell you, your program, people sit, they wake, they walk, they run just to listen to neighbor.
What you saying to me? People, what you said that sir?
Them run up and down, them walk around, them turn on them radio, them turn on them TV, them do every little thing just to listen to neighbor. Social media.
I didn't know that.
Because
I want to say thanks to them, sir. Thanks to the people in the diaspora. Yes, thank you.
Even local people is listening to you too.
Locally, sir?
When you have a program in a neighbor, and your program is making sense, it gives people assurance to really sit. When they don't want to sit down, they want to lay down and give a listening ears. And that's what your program is about.
Well,
factual.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you, sir.
Consistent. Right? Constructive criticism.
All right. Take time with me head. Take time with me head, sir.
I'm just, I'm just telling you that.
Yeah.
Factual, constructive criticism is paramount and important to media landscape.
Yes, thanks to my team too, sir, because I have a team with me, you know.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. When you put out your message, your message is factual.
Yes.
It is not paraphrasing, where someone has to go and say, okay, if I true about the parliamentary. No, I've never heard that. And I must say congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Now,
thank you, sir.
Let me give you my little piece on the national affairs now.
Yes.
But I will start off with Miss Burchel. I think that South St. James people, I'm not going to say they don't know what they want, because I think they know what they want. And it will be very much an understatement for me to say, look, they don't know what they want. Because if they didn't know what they want, they would not vote her in.
Yes.
I think that's clear. No. But what I think is that they have caught off guard. Why do I say that? They're not looking at the brighter picture. They're not looking in the future. They were doing that. They would have stayed with Homer Davis.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think we have lost him, you know.
It's doing a very good job. And it comes right back down. When you make the wrong decision, it comes with consequence. Because Homer Davis were there giving those people water. Remember, that seat is Kelly seat, PNP seat over the years. Right? And Homer Davis has won the seat, over 2,000 votes, and he has put in the work. But the people did not see
Not getting him too much. Not hearing you at all, sir.
I'm saying that they see a beauty queen.
Oh,
Beauty queen inside Miss Burchell, and they put Oma Davis aside. Now, they are seeing the mistake that they have made, right? And it is so regrettable that it can't turn back because she is the MP currently. So, I'm just simply saying that every decision that you make, when you make,
he's coming and going.
that's what we regret.
Right?
So I think South St. James has another chance, 2030, to make it right this time. No. So that's just something for Miss Burchell. But let's move on to something that is very much fascinating.
Yes.
That I've seen developing now. I heard on the news today, neighbor, that the leader of the opposition is planning to take legal action against the speaker if she don't table the parliament, the report in parliament.
Yes, sir. That is a third story. We have it to cover later on. Yes. As a matter of fact, that matter is gaining a lot of traction. Go ahead though. I'll play this for you later on. Go ahead.
I want to zoom in on something, neighbor, because a healthy democracy is very good, and I don't have a problem with the democratic process. But what I have a problem is that when it has become convenient, I repeat, I have a problem when it becomes convenient. Why do I say that? I did not hear the leader of the opposition comes out swinging against his own member of parliament who involved in the University of the West Indies scandal.
Jack 10.
I didn't hear about of that. So I'm just wondering if he's coming out now because the IC report may be a possibility on his side where he can gain political points.
But how would he know? How would he know that? How would he know that? Was the report leaked?
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing that you need to look at in a neighbor. Because remember, the PNP campaign solely on the IC report against our Prime Minister.
Yes, sir.
So whenever time there is a report in the Integrity Commission file to the Parliament, the PNPs can catch a fire. They wanted that because something is in that for them.
But how would he know? How would he know that?
Don't ask the question, how would he know that? Because remember, David Campbell said long ago, before the Integrity Commission report about our Prime Minister involved in corrupted activities, that the report is going to come. Remember that? So it's not like they don't know people there. Right? But what I'm trying to say to you, is that the PNP now is really treading on a dangerous ground. Because why do I say they are treading on a dangerous ground? The leader of the opposition is not setting the tone so that he can be viewed as an alternative prime minister. Because if you keep attacking your opponent into a negative way, it is just simple, straightforward, that you are losing the ball game. And I think that the PNP realize they are losing it again. So they are trying their best to hold on to everything that they think can gain traction. But what Prime Minister Holness is doing, he is still playing the chess move among the PNP and the PNP, and they don't realize that.
Yes.
Well, if you see where I am, Prime Minister Holness is playing the chess game on the PNP, and they don't realize that. Because what the Prime Minister do, he allowed the PNP to sit in their own mess. And there are certain words I'm not going to use that here, because decent people is listening to your program, and we got to respect that. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, when the PNP walks out of Parliament again, that's another blow for them from the Jamaican people. Because remember, the PNP has been obstructing constructive engagement, constructive development from 2016 until now. This is not the PNP that led by Portia Simsumila,
No.
This is not the PNP that led by evil, the worst Prime Minister Jamaica has ever seen.
Who is that, sir?
PJ Patterson, and the world know that. Worse.
He's worse.
Nobody can worse than PJ. And we have never seen this type of toxic relationship and Parliament conducting the business of Parliament. We have never seen that with Siaba and PJ. So what I'm trying to say to you now, even PJ, if PJ Patterson could come forward now, and you say to him, PJ, are you agree? Or in other words, are you pleased with the administration now? I think he will be fair enough to say no, because he has nothing to lose. He has done his time. He has gone down in history. He can't do nothing again. He retired. This present administration, I think that they think that. All right, let me tell you something. I said it to you already, and I'm going to say it to you again, neighbor. The Mark Golding-led administration now don't have any real PNP in there.
They are not real PNP.
They don't. No, they don't. The real PNP don't behave like this present PNP. Look at their conduct in the Parliament. Look at their conduct in the Parliament. Just zoom in and look at their conduct in Parliament. Just their conduct alone. And these are first-time members of Parliament. You will never see a Maxine Ernie Wilson behaving that manner. You will never see an Arnold Burchel behaving that manner. And I am not a PNP. I'm just telling you,
Tweety.
the farmer, people, politics ill. Yes, remember, members of Parliament show clothes, but it is constructive. It's something that you can laugh about. It's something that you can go home and say, okay, the one day, I'm a job at the one day, and the one day, and the one day. Those are the farmer members of Parliament, the Pierre brothers. Look at them. So what I'm trying to say to you now, these even does, his dad was very and still a respectful young gentleman in Jamaica, Dr. Daz. And it is so disgusting to see how Daz is behaving in the Parliament. It is very disgraceful. You look at a David Campbell. You look at a Damian Crawford who said he wanted to lead Jamaica, which will never happen.
Yes.
Never happen. At one point in time, you could consider him, but not now. The moment Damian started to attack the Prime Minister and be disrespectful to the Prime Minister, he lost it. And what the PNP don't realize is that they lose the election already.
Which election have they lost already?
They lost the fourth term that is coming, I'm telling you.
Oh? Huh. Well,
Jamaican people, you know, let me tell you something, neighbor. What you must realize, you know, it's like PNP voting PNP, you know. And it's not JLP voting JLP, you know. It is well-thinking Jamaican make the decision.
yes.
I repeat, well-thinking Jamaican make the decision.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So what the PNP is doing now, they are being their worst enemies. Because if they wanted to, listen, if the PNP wanted to regain state power, they should be playing a different ball game. Because look at Nara. If I were the PNP, led by Mark Golding, I'm not here to give him advice, and at the same time, I am not one of them who's going to be disrespectful to the leader of the opposition by calling him name. I don't do that. But there's a thing that I've noticed before I tell you about the Nara. And Mark Golding should, for a man that, well, he's just come into politics, but I'm sure that he's around a long time. He should have known this. If you notice how he addressed the Prime Minister, he called the Prime Minister Andrew. The Prime Minister never addressed him that way. Always leader of the opposition with dignity and pride. He doesn't know that people are looking on and said, look, you're not ready for this job. Because if you don't have respect for your Prime Minister, how are you going to become a Prime Minister one day and expect people going to respect you? Look at Nara. The PNP neighbor knows that Nara is a driving force and it's going to be a force to reckon with. The PNP is well aware that Nara will captivate voters' intent in the next general election. They know that.
Yes.
You understand? The PNP well aware that if Nara go through without any mishap, it will be a dark day for them.
Yes.
They are well aware. Remember, you know, the PNP is no fool to election, you know. The PNP was one of the most winnable party in the history of Jamaican politics. You know.
Yes.
They know how to win, but they have lost that vision and that touch
Yes.
along the way.
Yes.
And they are having a problem, not with the Jamaica Labour Party, you know. They care less about the JLP. But there's just one person in their way, it's Prime Minister Holness. How can we win this young man? That is the biggest problem the PNP is having. So you notice what they do in the House of Parliament? They attack his wife, Anna Sykes.
I'm going to have to run, sir, because the lines are busy.
So I'm going to wrap up now. I'm just telling you,
yes,
my few words, neighbor. If I were the PNP tonight, I will reset my whole self and reorganize the party to see if we can gain some confidence in the Jamaican people for them to vote for us. But listen, one thing I'm going to say to you, I said it to you again, and I'm going to say it to you again and again and again. The PNP party is not going to see Jamaica House for now.
Okay.
Even if Mark Golding leave,
yeah.
Long as the Jamaica Labour Party is united and developing the country, it is going to be very difficult for the PNP. Take care of yourself.
Nice talking to you, sir. Take care. Thank you so much for calling. All right. That's a caller from overseas. They're calling on the line. The telephone line. Okay, we have another caller coming in. Wow, look at that. Hold on for me, caller. You're gonna have to hold on. Evangelist Young, good night to you, sir.
Good night, neighbor.
Yes, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and good day to you and your team. Neighbor, I am calling about something that I saw earlier. I saw somebody putting up your program, complaining about a copyright issue.
Putting up my program.
Yes, sir. She was complaining about the fact that TikTok has given her a strike because she was playing a message from your program.
Well, I tell you something, Evangelist. The manager for this platform addressed that matter, and I'd rather not even discuss it right now because I think
right.
We've moved on from that.
Yes, and that's not the only issue also. I mean, I'm referring to the issue about the councillors in Western Jamaica, right? They and the government councillors, the PNP councillors and the government councillors was clashing over the statement that the Prime Minister have made from Wapi Kill Philo.
Wapi Kill Philo? Hold on. Wapi? From Wapi Kill Philo?
Right. That means the
when was that? When did Wapi kill Philo?
That means from a long time, longer than you and I can remember. Right?
I see.
So the Prime Minister made that statement from a long time saying that to the criminal elements.
Yes.
They will either have to meet the judge or meet their maker. I can't believe, now, neighbor, I don't have any PhD to my name, you know. Neither do I have any degree, because I've never participated in those programs. Excuse me. And yet, I am of the understanding that what the Prime Minister is saying to the criminal elements is that when confronted by the police, do not challenge the security forces.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're gonna meet your maker. Just surrender to the police forces, and you will meet the judge. So surrender to the police forces, and you meet the judge. Challenge them, and you meet the maker. That's what I get from that statement that the Prime Minister have made. And what I've noticed is that you see the opposition PNP party neighbor. I noticed they are very good at misbehaving in Parliament, walk out in Parliament, and starting controversies. Anything to feed their ego. Because when they are saying that the Prime Minister should explain what he meant by that, even look at me, a common person, as they say. They're the ones that have the how much degree and whatever, and they can't understand.
We lost Evangelist. Okay, sorry about that, Evangelist. Good night, caller.
Come on, TV man here.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, what about it, neighbor?
Good night to you.
We're listening to the program. Neighbor, let me tell you, we're having a discussion last night and we have so much to talk about, but you just get them quick on the board.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Neighbor, you feel the PMP? Yeah, man, you hear me good?
I am hearing you all right, sir.
Yes. All right. The PMP, as I'm seeing how they operate, is an instruction they're going on with, you know. They don't want anybody to think about the gentleman where the tax exemption is in there. So they are distracting people. They are distracting people from that. Right? So they're just biggering and everything that they can biggering to make news. They're trying to get a stick to something. They're biggering. They don't want to paying attention that Mark Bolin might have a challenge and they don't want to challenge them. I try to say do all kind of thing to distract people female member from put up against him, and the whole thing they're just bickering around. Anything they can find stick and stay. If it don't stick, then just move on, and that's what they're doing. It's just all over the place trying, because if the Prime Minister says something and I know you see problem with what it said, you never seen a problem with it. So we asked them the question: the gentleman that in that saga, is he supposed to be resign and wait till when the investigation over?
Which gentleman?
What's his name again? The one in the tax. the tactics with you hospital there.
Oh. You Jack then matter.
Yes, Jack then. It's also distraction. They try to distract them. Don't want the media to pay attention to that. Nobody to pay attention to these things, you know.
Yes.
So what they're doing, they're trying to find things for you to feel focus onto the JLP and things. They don't want you to focus on what's going on in the party. Ask them. They say they collect 3 million, and then for
you believe that? You believe that, sir?
So that is 3 million neighbor. I don't know if money and think of the money with Parish County election, use the Parish County election.
What you say them do, sir? Hold on. What you say them do?
Same kind of money as if you vote for Parish County election.
You don't think they collect $3 million? It's one of the biggest scandal in Jamaica, sir.
It's one of the biggest
It's one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest deception ever coming out of the PNP. What a wicked set.
No, what can I do?
You know TV man. Hold on. Let me tell you something. This country here, you see, sir, need some investigative journalists. Journalists them lazy, you know. Say journalists can find out how much money the PNP get.
Of course.
So you can find out. I wonder if Chef know. I wonder if Chef could find it out for us.
It's not working. These journalists just work.
They're not working, sir.
That's what they get. Just go to a press conference and get.
PNP no collect no 3 million. PNP no collect no $3 million, sir. A lie. Lie, sir. Lie.
These journalists not working.
No, sir.
Investigation.
They talk about Drunko. A Drunko them.
Trust me.
A Drunko them talk about, sir.
Just your program is more informative, more than all these big news stations out in media.
And what you say to me?
Because when you get a story, when you have a story running.
Go ahead. Oh, he's muted. You mute your phone, sir. TV man. Let me tell you something. TV man is muted. I don't know who muted him. You're back. You're back with me?
All right. Yes, but I'm here.
Yes. Go ahead.
I am saying your program is more informative, more than even the mainstream media out there.
What you saying?
Because if you get a second-hand story, when you run the second-hand story, you weigh in on it. You want to know where it comes from, how it starts from, and who in it. So the whole entire race, the whole entire legal race, you intend to find out about it.
Yes.
These journalists are lazy.
Yes.
These journalists are doing no work. These journalists are just waiting and not willing to send a paper to them or one minister to send something to them and tell them, oh, this is what we're doing. I'll go to a press conference tomorrow and then come and ask one question and that's about it. When I look and see where you remember the debate thing, and when I hear the media go against media, I'm saying, yes, we have a problem in Jamaica.
Yes.
One time, those calling the get up and say something about the media.
TV man, you don't think it is a massive scandal that the PNP came to Jamaica and tell us that they got and Jamaica swallow it hook, line and sinker, sir? How can a political swallow it?
Look here, I'm going to show that my holding don't hold nobody accountable. That's why I'm trying to say PNP is a team with just look out for them people who they want to look out for and make them look. This gentleman has built the building downtown. I see a gentleman.
Who is that?
If you remember, in build a building downtown with the parish council, I'm supposed to draw down on him about because they built it without plan and all of these things. You know that building?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, the councillor. There's one councillor down there.
Yes, don't call the name, but move on.
Right.
Now,
my whole shut on that block, he don't do anything wrong.
Yes.
Never pay attention to Andrew House. When
Yeah.
you still send somebody go for Andrew House, then the war, what they do, they take Kevin Stevens and send him go for Andrew House. Before we find out. Remember, Kevin Stevens and now, and the parish council, to know about whether or not the man have a plan or he have a plan. How Kevin Stevens get into that part? You are asking to go to your investigation.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So how you get in of the parish council business?
I would have want you ask some question about that money when they say they collect. And you be want to ask the question. Use a TV man. Ask the question.
Watch me now.
Yes.
You ever tell people, what should them do now? They know exactly what they want to do. Because children are getting money out there, they want to train them up.
Yes.
What should they do? They come up with a quick $3 million budget. And then just come up with some plan and say, okay, we're going to spend $4 million over here. And we spend $2 million over here. We spend $1 million over here. So you ask them, who are the people who get this benefit? Where are the people who get this benefit?
What a trick.
If get benefit, they should be crying out.
Is a trick. Is a trick party, sir. Is a trick party.
Some and put up there. Who are the people get this benefit? Look, the government said anybody but give. Remember, the government said anybody give benefit can show you.
Yes, yes.
And show your account, bank account, to say these people get benefit.
Is a trick yard. Is a trick yard. Is a trick yard trick, sir.
It's a trick yard trick. Because you want to come out and come make nice now. We say, we declare what we get, and you can't declare what you get. And they know very well that it cannot work like that.
Yeah. What is fascinating, sir, is that Deon Jackson Miller and all angles, we don't hear that. We don't hear it in the media, sir. Jamaica buy hook, line, and sinker. And yet still TV man. Everybody's drawing the government over the coal for the 1.4 billion that the government collect that they cannot account for. And nobody's asking the PNP what happened to the money where the PNP collect. I know. Yes, come on. Yes. 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 Yes, sir. Can you imagine, sir? Even you TV man could have find $3 million. Yes. That's true. That's right. If the PNP only collect $3 million, they're a dead political organization.
You're a dead political organization. Nobody recognize you, and they don't trust you.
Right.
That's why we get a backlash for you now. So we need to champion. If they're going to backlash on you, they don't trust you. That's why they don't give you their money.
That's right. That's right, sir.
So how can you come out telling the government what? They're the people of this country, and the people of the PNP party, and they don't have an organization, don't give them money. They don't trust you.
They don't trust you. No.
You come out call the government. All the news is going to come out. We're going to account to money when you already see. We have already seen. Put up with numbers, and it have our numbers. It have our address. It have everything on it. To show you where to go.
Yes, you are dead right,
When
sir.
you come out.
We lost him. We lost him. I don't know. You see about. Go ahead, Evangel. No, he's calling back. A TV man. TV man.
I don't know you get cut off, man. I don't know who get cut off, so.
Me don't know who that cut you off, so. Go ahead, man. I wonder if a digital or a flow cut you off, sir. I wonder who cut you off.
They have a set of people who they can trick you to play the trick card. Never we said, if you get $3 million of big organization, if the PMP party will go to half a tree square and say we do a collection and say, look for a donation from the people.
They would have get $3 million and halfway tree. Yes. 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 Right on the conference floor.
Right on the conference floor. How much people are there? I'm sure you don't have 27,000 people there.
Yes, sir. And they have 28. They have 28 member of parliament, and 28 member of parliament give 100,000 at $2.8 million. That you know,
At $2.8 million.
That's right. Plus the councillors. Plus the councillors they have. Huh?
Oh, they are tricking. Plus, I think they need to be investigated.
I think so too, sir.
Under the banner of you put your whatever you put, you use the country name.
Yes.
You use the country name.
Yes, sir.
To get what you want. So that's fraud.
That's fraud. Yes.
You don't collect it. You don't collect it into the PMP administration party you said is that don't you use the country name.
Yes.
Father for scam. You advantage your people, and then when you advantage your people, you take liberty of them by saying, okay, remember because Melissa blow, but the people don't get it.
Yes.
So where's the money that the Melissa people are supposed to
Ask the question again.
So when they do know, remember one time I was watching something, and then said, I want to show the people are wicked the neighbor. I'm sure the people are wicked and but then I will find number to neighbor.
Yes.
Then I will find number. And then say when you donate tonight,
Yes.
half go to the PMP and half go to the donation. You remember something? You remember something?
Yes, sir. I remember.
You remember the last figure it was over how much million dollar?
Yes.
It was over 3 million gone up more than 3 billion and then gone.
Yes, sir.
So what we know? Look how we about now. So if you collect, if it's 3 million, you collect then. That means you should put 150 to PMP and 150 to your party.
Yes. 1.5.
Because the thing that you need to have up on your website up there when you donate tonight. Sometimes Jamaican people need to up on their website.
Yes.
When you donate tonight, it tells you half go to the PMP and half go to the donation.
Yes.
So we asked you to the Melissa Fund, Jamaica, something like that. So we asked you now. You still want to say you collect $3 million?
You said they committed fraud, sir. You said they committed fraud.
Not fraud.
Oh.
Because when you're done, you say you put money on it to 4 million and spend. So what you know, you still want to stick only 2 where you want to go about it. You know what? Stick and stay. You said a $3 million collect. That means nobody recognize you. Never trust you.
What a,
give money.
what a wickedness, sir. What a wickedness by Jamaica people. What a wickedness.
I sure me know that what neighbor, I will say this to you, neighbor.
Yes.
I work Jamaica, I work in the whole of Jamaica. I travel Jamaica, go work all over every day.
Yes.
And I would tell this to you, neighbor. Any PMP area go in, where strong old PMP, it becomes a ghetto.
Oh.
It automatically become a ghetto.
What are you saying to me?
I'm telling you. All right. Let us make a rundown.
Yes.
Check Dr. Peter Phillips area. It becomes a church and ghetto.
What you say?
Both of them in a Dr. Phillips area.
No.
Back in the day when we did a beach or the labor, they want to place in a state is gone back and all of that area. Dr. Peter Phillips is part of ghetto. Most of those old don't have tigers with them. They live in it, but they don't have tigers with them. See, we want Jamaica, but we want to teach Jamaica people some sense. Three go push into era. Check Pearland go down. The last time we drive through Pearland just some week ago. That you know what he fly them down the south. One big garbage place down the truck.
What you say? Fly, sir? Fly?
Them big like a bees.
Flies?
Fly. I've got a pig. You just push like garbage to go on Spanish Town Road. The whole of them there. When we used to go through the Michael Manley bus statue in a while ago, place the grass covered as high as it is.
What you say to me?
Good? That is. When I look at you, where you say film upon them place, you remember the house they were Portia bill?
Yes.
Portia never could complete them in no model turn that they could have regulate right.
Yes, that.
Take them over after living at them because they don't have no money.
That's on Spanish Town Road.
Good. Alright? We left from there, so let's go over Spanish Town. What the lady didn't know where she when she the control the constituency from Spanish Town to go back road. She the one where go straight here there, man. And she did a lobby that the human in other day with Marco in this man the short man there.
Denise
Daly. Are they Daly Shane?
Yes, sir.
You want to go up in a fear here from Cavaliers, go back down, like you're going down. No road, no up there, so. From Cavaliers, to go back, you know, 1 year when you go back down, like you can go back, come down gravel heights and tree, green, deep, all them here, they come back down. No road, no did it, so. No road, no up there. Where do you TC bus they run? Go and drive up there today for you over the whole weekend, we drive up there. No road, no up there.
My God.
No representation of that in the place.
My God.
All of the places of people lease one land and just put up one land down in a one go. The few people might own one piece of land, yes. But obviously those people just get piece of land and catch one out and catch one out and drive it cheap about it and drive it below. Those are what PMP like. PMP don't really want nobody to have no autonomy over nothing. Good? Alright? Let's go back. No. Left hand this one come in a central St. Mary.
Yes.
Most of them vote when get it between one place, them 2 months worth. Come back to harmony all.
What you saying to me, sir?
3/4 of the youth, them don't even know themselves. They don't know what they want.
Oh, God.
After turn on one day in a pipe, they don't even know what they want. They don't have no values in the way them think what they do. The MP just drive, come through, go about them business. 54 years that you can't show one bus stop with after give down Morris guy. Now,
Oh, my God.
Anyway, PMB control. See them have one road where they have 62 motor road. See them have 52 motor road. Creep off all the material off it. Have some little people shock with the pipe. Them in the road. Every meeting has water turn and fall. But they don't road right there. I've swam with rain fall and mud wall. Cause you come all in the funny road. But then creep off him all. I don't know where they try to throw you. What they do with it. Will be a mud over there. So anyway, PMP control. Anyway, I'm PMP separate people.
Oh.
They have a part them back to where some liberal people live. They don't want to fix nothing over there. So they don't want to fix over there. Because they say liberal people over there, they don't fix it. So before you now fix the front, you now fix the back.
Oh, my God. You serious, sir? You serious, sir?
Where PMP control is a disease, is a disaster. No, I'm serious. Look at it. Alright, come back now. As I said, you're looking at Tony, you're looking at the era then when in control.
Yes, go over Westmoreland. What about Westmoreland?
Go over the Marble in here.
Yeah.
Look at Marble. Marble is a wealthy man.
Oh.
I will just show you that. Marble is a wealthy man. Marble is the old crisis in Jamaica. Marble say he's for the people.
Yes.
And he's here as an integrity boss and he's here for the people. And before Marble using money and investing in a house in Jamaica, yeah. He's sending money gone out of Barbados, got invest in a house and left them and then he come across the government house. So the investment in Jamaica, yes, he have stocked and team with a draw down big money from in Jamaica, yeah. And tell the people in Jamaica that they're not going. Who are the people that take me wrong? Who are the people that take me wrong, neighbor? Imam Bunting, with proving, I make good money for the Prime Minister idea and the Prime Minister plan with the investors in Jamaica, yeah. I'm sending good money because I'm going to build a house. I'm coming up and make a quarrel Prime Minister to make house in Jamaica, yeah.
You are saying to me that Mr. Bolin is investing in another country, sir?
Invest in another country. Sending money gone to Barbados.
Are you sure about... No, hold on. Are you sure about that, sir? Are you sure about that?
Sure, sir. They lent $21 billion. What, 20 billion? No, 21, 20 something there. They said, go on a Barbie, go and make house down there, the people.
Bahamas,
go and make house, the people. These journalists now do no work. These journalists now sit up.
And you are saying that Mark Gold is a wealthy man. He should invest some of his wealth in the constituency.
Wealthy man. Now, I look at this constituency. You don't have a good football team in there. We're away from what did it. Where was there? What he put there for the people and benefit?
Oh my God!
Remember, for the football team, where name again? Where name again? Used to be one of the top football team. We don't want to, but no idea we have it.
Golden is investing in the Bahamas, sir.
Invest in that house down there. And now make a 1 room or 2 room, give people a much when you can collect money off. In it was already, we're going to make it. We're going to be the person behind it and make it bill and then. See that, Roger? That's what I'm talking about. You ever tell the government? You ever tell the government? No, rent to house.
Rent to own.
Rent to own. Then if you sit there with business, you build 3 model, then I 4 model, then I want those models. I rent the people then. And then I'm telling them own it. I'm not going to see how the plan work then, because you're an investor. You say, man, I mean, people don't know. And if you don't look at this man, I can't tell you that. The first thing a man doing, man, I try to separate Jamaican people. Don't want them to be friends. You don't want liberal people to be friends. Because you notice, no matter what the flag of them say about labor rights, and no matter what the flag of say about the Prime Minister, this man is now come out and so just stop it. We have to have respect for the Prime Minister. Bad to bad, no watch what you see we do here. We quarrel for the right of the people, but you cannot come out and have them and name a tarnish and things that in now stop them, in now try block them, in now tell them stop. And you can't control your people, you can't tell them, look, we won't put up with these things, politics is politics, let's put up with what is right, and let's come out with the truth and the facts. In now do that, in now stop them, in now try to separate the people because that's what the slavery used to do, but they need blood. DNA and blood, because people travel with them DNA and blood. But your food parents come with that way, you come in your system, stay away. You come and tease something, the whole family comes and tease. Right? You're very rare, some of them stray from it. Right? And look at Matalan people, them. All of them, our money, them are dig out. Our shit, them come upon it. And then they come with it. Our shit, them come upon.
You are saying to me, sir, that Golden's idea of rent to own, that he should test it in our gardens.
Yes, test it. Test it that you are investing your money in other country with other people and not the country you want to rule over. You want to rule over the people in this country. So if you want to see your people and come do something, test it in your country.
Yes.
Test it in your country.
Yes.
Test it in the country you want to rule over.
I think no. You are in Arnett Gun. Will you move into Westmoreland, sir? Is there anything better in Westmoreland?
No, what you in Westmoreland now? In Westmoreland now. They have the people then. After they say Roger Clark, you to just feed them with food. Food and something when they come for the election time and him say man this and that, don't get them feed them with food. You know what they do? They don't give the people the land.
Hold on. Roger Clark used to feed them with food.
Yes. Michael Manley didn't give them the land on the permanent, you know. He just give them a catch. But live on the cane farmer.
Oh.
Go and go live. Yeah. Go and go live. Remember, he never cut road give them in night. He never cut road give them. He never give them light and water in night. Just go and go live. Yes.
Yes.
Right? And all of that sudden now, he give them. So watch me now. For the years, you know, the great PG party so roll down there.
Yes.
And I make no men's right for them. Good? Rather than make no men's right for them. The great KD Duncan, rule over down there too. DK Duncan, and KD Duncan, what did K-man, DK Duncan went down there too, no?
He was in Hanover.
One Piet went down there too, I think one Piet went down there too. Piet went down there too. And then rule one of them on a top front bench man in a parliament. And they never make no men's over them fit them down there. Now give them nothing, because them when build up, who don't give them minority and them blue from Ivan and them the deal Ben Kulo. They will not become all go and do the sit down and have concrete down there.
Yes.
Good? And the people them still jumble up. Because keep them jumble up like that, we can control them. Keep them jumble up. Don't give them the comfort. If you give them comfort, they won't get too comfortable and able to have their way.
Oh, you are saying to me that the people, hold on, sir. You are saying to me that the people that are party deliberately kept these people poor?
Deliberately want them like that.
Deliberately, hold on, no, sir. Deliberately, sir.
But you know, first thing they like to tell you to them right. They like to tell you to them right.
The people were kept deliberately like that?
Keep deliberate like that. Because, what you know, remember, I know, they told you, if you don't vote, we're going to lock off this, we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, don't let them in charge of the place. And two people want to come to land to each one land.
Oh my
God. So that's why when Bobby Manchester, when Michael for them, you know what they say, every PMP year, you know what they come on, go down and say, oh, you forgot move people, and reinstate people, and oh, you forgot move people, but God know when they don't know. Help me
here. You said the PNP kept them deliberately poor.
Kept them deliberate like that. Every year a PNP controlling keep them like that. Check Spanish Town, the same era. In the alligator year, the Apache Town. In the mind, they were actually wanted, and then they go for the government and say, oh, thing like this happened. When they go to the media, then cover the MP and the media and talk, and it's 90 and it's done. The PMP still round table. Them have that mentality right now the cemetery in a total to us and the liver can't bury that be a PMP ever bury over there. Because PMP can't bury. And if they pull over 20 years ago, and people still bury now, and I road them can't people bury now.
Which cemetery is that?
Chumother Cemetery in Highgate.
Highgate, okay.
So they have a background down there. And a PMP and give you control. You can't go down and play a ball without having to go to certain people.
What are you saying to me?
Nothing can't take place down there without having to go to certain people.
What you saying to me, sir?
Anyway, PMP control, then throw bang around it. Then throw bang around it and lock and key down. And I'm trying to tell the people them say, you can't get this without me. So when I get what you rightfully deserve to you, deserving to you, you feel like I said them gear when I will feel a long time.
Oh my God.
This cemetery free where everybody's supposed to bury. And you start to separate people now, people have to bury now, and then still get to them people and tell them, oh, well, fool.
The PNP, oh my God. Hold on, sir. The PNP.
So, them have put nice cemetery over there. We don't have an election over there, nice cemetery.
The people can't bury in the cemetery, sir?
No labor can't bury over there. PNP bury over there. As long as the PNP them find a spot for you.
Oh my God.
As long as they're PMP neighbor, then find a spot for you. PMP are destruction and disease neighbor.
Destruction and disease?
Destruction and disease. PMP don't love the people strive. PMP don't like the young people go. PMP don't like to see young people with things. PMP don't like it. You remember the Peter Philip, you remember the Pickersgill, you remember the memo? I want you to read the Pickersgill memo for me. Look for the Pickersgill memo for me and please read it. Make Jamaican people so we are talking about. You remember Alice, what is woman name? The tourism minister there.
Aluna Samba.
You remember the speech she make?
Yes.
So she have to put every PMP in every ministry like the IC and the jam and all these things. Then pack you put for them people because watch out.
They have an agenda.
When you're ready to yes. They have these people to defend them.
You say them a disease, sir?
Disease. Mentality there is a disease. Want to drive yourself as a pimp, then can't be reason. You can't talk to the nigga ignorant. Then you sit in your wall and start walk away. And when you say, you know what, you're back, you say, no, we don't want you to go. And you say, where the trace word from? Oh, no, you mean where we get it from? You can't tell me nothing. Go. And you say, oh, all right, then I'm start to say, the prime minister a thief. You say, what I wrote? Oh, and you is a thief. And you say, okay, if I'm a thief, we will bring you there, say I'm a thief, but prove to me when thief. Let me can't work with you. What do you mean when thief? So you don't even then? No, me like but me no hear when thief. You tell me when thief. Oh, you can't turn that. I'm a man that come up for him. Who come up for him? And he don't talk. If I get ignorant by you, can't know explain on case that you ask me point you can't ask you can't get ignorant by you. It's a mental, it's a disease.
Oh my.
It's a disease. Don't care see them war against one another. Don't care see them war against one another. People don't like people who uplift, who see the dream, who see the vision. I want to show you something. Look on Lawrence Rowe. Look on Lawrence Rowe still on fight for BNP. What them do with it? Dashing way, for little and nothing, for big Iraqi friend. People don't believe in the poor people. They want to use this slogan.
They don't believe in poor people, sir?
No.
Oh.
They don't believe in poor people. Then if you believe in poor people, why would you have so many poor people get on all these eras and the control and the year regime for all these years and all those people live here? You don't have a camp in there where you send them a good college, one school, the training center or nothing. Tell me which training center and Westfall or BNP put up to train their youth and like them. Tell me which low class would then put them with the kid, the nurse, the young girl, them in a uplift them. Tell me which one in the Westfall and show me what they have been doing. Me know in the Westfall like that, I told them to Westfall like that. I just travel through, but tell me which one me don't like to know if I never go to Pali.
Oh my God.
Where in Westfall you can't find one, show me.
Oh my God. Then let me ask you a question, sir.
Go back in Spanish. Go back down in Dr. Philip era and the same Brownberg era. Where don't they find where Brownberg put up one can with something which and train the young people in a fear constituency? Have a fear people them. You want to come out to something better and you want to see. Show me something. Tell me what. Them before for them bad and call it hard. They start to the one and so they never figure hard.
What?
Tell me where. People don't like to see young people lift up. They don't like it. The moment you lift up, they think you have too much power. Look on the farmer program. How much of them go on the farmer program during the children time or whatever? Then dash for the teaching people who dead and the ticket them they're all rotten.
No, sir. No, sir. You can't be speaking the truth. They dash for the farmer ticket them.
The farmer ticket them back then.
They dash them, sir.
They don't like interested in young people. They don't love to see young people uplift. They want to hold the people after them feel like. You ever notice when they come in, I want to put people in like music, they go with music when election time. So they dance though. Hold by excitement. Yeah, the young people now really see the vision and the dreams. Do you see the dreams after this over? What this man is really saying? Tell me one message when this man can't come tell the people and say, we would have worked out.
You see, man dead, and you find.
Lawrence was a bright. Watch here. Lawrence was a bright, articulated. I respect Lawrence was a bright, young youth. Salary house. Lawrence was. I tell them never.
Yes.
Lawrence was salary house. When a bankruptcy, PMP.
Yes.
Then you next. Well, one of the one for Portland, we then call him. When you am Shaka Fame. Shaka Fame. Also a problem is salary house and all the message in the PMP. True and see to PMP. What they do with him? What they do with him? Right and line at this point, thing else. Why they not talk? Right and line at this point, else, and they not get no money from them. They not give them money. Remember saying people even have a private when you over dead. Go back to film with blue boy down yourself. Don't go whistle on yourself. The one that go over to JLP there. The one with police. What name again? What is the name again, man? With that first conciliation, over $7 million man Spain. And what them do? When this penalty money done, when it comes to time to get the situation fine, say him is blunt and he's straightforward and he not take the talk like what they want to. Then dash him away.
Oh gosh.
You look at the chance when you see that the guy was police.
Craig Oates.
Good. Look what they like he get jobs from JLP gone over PMP and spending money over there like an idiot. When the time comes to get the seat, what they do with it? The dashing way. What they do with parchment when jump from JLP to PMP over there? The dashing way.
You said something. You said something earlier about the farm work ticket them, so that people dead and then they have find them in their house.
Dash their way. Find them in their house.
The farm work ticket, sir.
The farmer ticket. The farmer ticket them. PMP nourish them out to them people.
Oh my God.
They're wicked to that it is. They're wicked to them people. And then the other thing I'm saying is that you owe them the obligation you have to feed them, that you're supposed to take care of them. Because they've got 10 year buff and a 10 year strength. They have that dirty mentality about them. We grew up in that belly of them up with them, you know. I'm sure they operate and know they operate. What is 525 with my PMP?
What is this I'm hearing tonight?
I'm telling you.
What is this I'm hearing?
Like young people. Look what I do with my guy. Remember when I boy I put on stage, I met my boy, I talk about my boy being 10 years when he come here and all kind of damn foolish, my boy in Panther. Where name, man? Down the one top of you with the where name? Where the guy name? Where the guy name? The one where the top of you, man.
Crawford?
When you?
Crawford?
No, man, no Crawford. Steve. Tell her Crawford. They is Crawford.
Huh?
When they want to lock Crawford, they put Crawford on tape with Lisa and a 50 and mash up Crawford. That's Crawford. You see Crawford used to sit up with the YouTube. Crawford sit up now in the ball. Look how trying to do. Look how far he sit down. Crawford has no chance in nothing. Crawford can't go anywhere. You know Crawford going away?
Is Horton you?
Is
Horton you talking? Andre? Horton?
Horton. Yeah, Andre Horton. Yeah, you remember cool contact?
Yes.
Him see you want to have a cool contact exactly what I said to you. Then like young you try. So I need because young people are running up and down like a PMP and children and I vote and I go like that. First of all, you have your then if you do that to them, will you do to me? Eh? This man separate the people them. He's trying to separate the people. He's trying to separate the people. He's trying to separate. You know what when you call him when them come in, when they then get rid of the real PMP people with that party. And then they put PMP on him, PMP again. He did Rise United. And that them a travel on about them are you the PMP but I forget vote. And Rise United are the real party there.
Oh?
But these people don't know. They don't want to know.
Is the Rise United?
Right.
Is Rise United, so not PNP?
And a PNP are Rise United, they know their name. Rise United. And I put my money on that and anybody try to tell me come challenge me on that. It's Rise United, their name. They don't name no PMP, their name Rise United. PMP, Pete, our PJ that try in the name, the PJ that try to change the party brand the time then. Rise United, 26 months and the whole of my run with it, Rise United, until they change, I look at the party color, they change. They don't realize that.
So you say PNP dead?
They have an election after a leader lose, they have an election. You know, so when people do, the people give the Cuban style. You know, no election of the case in that talk. So then you win Jamaica, they have no election can't take place. And they still get you back them. And then the style of try with Jamaica. Because they want to take out. So then the whole accountable for nothing. You know, the man the whole nobody accountable. The man the whole Jack not accountable. The man the whole Campbell accountable. The man the whole me accountable. And next one of don't whistle that in the whole accountable. I don't want to over twice done. You know, so make me build it and fight it. If you don't the whole accountable, you know whole nobody accountable to the party. Everything is right, okay. Look when Burchel get up in the parliament with that foolishness. They kill a Bakar. They don't hold nobody accountable. PMP in the whole them people accountable.
Yes.
They no business. They just want to get power. That's all they want. They don't kill. And they want to get power. They want trouble. They can tell you where you want run because you.
In disconnect again. Boy, I tell you something. What a fascinating. You're here with me. You're muted, man. What a fascinating. Evangelist Young, I'm wrapping up with him now. Hold on there for me. 25 to 10 o'clock.
Yes. Yeah, man, I'm here now.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, give them the power. The election of one of Jamaica against easy. We have war with me in this. Because you try to change the party strong in a PMP already. Then change the party and keep it to Rise United. No election of one in the party. So right now, you know, if I got 9 years without election in the party, you know, and 9 years they're not going to without election in the party over there, you know. And then all good, you know. Because it's a 5-year plus when they did a 4 year before, you know. So 9 years ago without election normally, election they don't run within when you lose or come to some after a certain time, they will come up with put up a proposal and whatever. And the man run an election, they might run a party when on an election of if them they win Jamaica, they want to tell us no more election can go on. They're not ready for the election. I have them surrogate back them. And Jackson Miller would have get a same seat if them did win.
What? Dion Jackson Miller was going to get a seat in the Senate?
Not the Senate seat. They never back them all the while. My husband is a good friend. She thought that she got them from the university and just got them to the Iraqi meeting. You didn't know that?
No, sir.
Well, I say I have good meeting with them. Good meeting.
Dion Jackson Miller attends
good Iraqi meeting.
The hierarchy meeting of the PNP?
Yes, of course.
What?
She don't go to journalist. She go well dressed and up front.
What are you saying to me?
That's what I'm saying to your neighbor. Call her a Hawk Star. Hawk Star. Just call her a Hawk Star. Come over there, try to call her fiance, we can't get through to her. Come over with Hawk Star. She have played with the PNP or not. Or she have been to them the meeting. What they went there and Campbell and have them problem. She was at the meeting too.
Dion Jackson was at the problem.
She was at the meeting. She was at the meeting.
What you saying to me, sir?
She don't go to journalist. She go well dressed with a nice grand bag. And I let them pretty up with her lipstick, purple looking lipstick.
Purple lipstick, sir?
Yes, sir. She was there. Dress up. Good.
You were there, sir? Oh, God.
Yeah. So I tell the neighbor, yes, she was at them Iraqi meeting. She was at them Iraqi
Dion Jackson Miller. Dion Jackson Miller attends the PNP's hierarchy meeting.
Yes. She attend it.
Dion Jackson Miller, hold on, sir.
Ask her what position. Yes.
From beyond the headlines.
What position she hold with them? Yes.
All angles Dion Jackson Miller.
The same one we are talking about. That lady in all angles. We are telling about. She attend it. ask her. I was trying to call her from Delhi. Ask her.
She went there
in
what color lipstick?
I'm not journalist. She got there. We are lipstick. We are clan bag. Well, so she was there.
What she doing there?
She's there. She's the problem sitting. Big.
What were you saying to me?
Just ask. I'm trying to get to her. Ask her from the other day. I'm trying to ask. We get to her and can't get to her. They asked her, what affiliate you have with the PNP?
Then how they have her moderating the national debate?
No, you know, so they never want confuse show there. That's why I was talking to you earlier about this midnight program and it's hit me. All the journalist system could walk down that Mark Golden could tell them who they want, that the PNP could tell them which journalist station should be at the debate. If it's a free country, well, if it's a free, let me try to tell them they're trying to get it. Hey, let me tell you, never, we got that bully the day that we got that bully that get we put that in the last election. This is what they were starting from, because they started to dictate who want to be journalists for them and who can't be journalists for them. That's why then they start push out curfews. And you see the journalists that's all come together and push out curfews station. They don't want curfews. That's why you notice when curfews the station got any press conference that ask them questions, they're so aggressive against them. If you know so their hands are question, what is it they asking about? We are asking them something for. Oh, you know all these things. They don't want to them start to label curfews and then say them this and then that and them bias. Never. These people want to control Jamaica for one other thing. And Jamaican people, I hear them jump up, some of them make a kick them. They want to quiet for the company elections and go to the one side. Can you give these people power more election and run the Jamaica?
What are you saying to me, sir?
Anything they do. How about America that we're going to intervene? Anything they do. I feel like we are no other way. Any moment in our position, you know, nobody accountable, no matter what you do with the gun, and whenever you come up with them and say, not look up. And when you do, you change the party. You change the party law rules. And move it. I say, nobody can challenge you. And then you start to get a letter of sign.
They get
a paper of sign. I will never sign it one year.
Hold on. They get letter of sign, sir?
Remember the election, they get a letter of sign. Never signed it. Short time never signed it.
Oh.
Team letter.
Yes. Well, sir, what a lot you have left with us tonight. Nice to hear from you again. Hello. Why he's muted again? This man is good. This man.
Yes, as I said to you. Yes, neighbor, I'm back. I've muted you. I don't know what I'm mute. All right.
And them are mute you, sir. Who are mute you?
Yeah. I don't know, neighbor. But I'll touch you. Touch for me, I don't know. What may I say to you?
Oh.
The PNP have a thing that you know the guy come out and speak. He come out and talk about it. If you do what is right, you say what is right. Them are push your fight. Remember say no. He might Senate. Remember say they him in there with them.
Yes, he was a senator.
I'm a drum ship.
Yes.
I'm a drum ship. All right. I'm going to show you which of these people is. I'm going to show you which of these people is neighbor. I'm going to show you which of these people can be. You remember, I was telling people about this. You remember about one exam we go on for the pit now what time, yeah? The exam was very important at HXC.
Yes.
But they go on for them. I remember this for bomb threat. I also discovered about bomb threat.
Yes, I remember.
Just for the pit, seal them example, they can get a target by to come out. Then do that.
Hold on. You are saying to me that the other day when the bomb threats were orchestrated.
Make sure you catch up with them. You remember House Juliet Holness when they say bomb threat to House Juliet Holness in the night shift on the night time?
What is man talking about?
Well, bomb threat for House Juliet or bomb threat for House Juliet Holness and 50. I think that Juliet has sitting up there either. A style on never. Because they have who feel for they want to rub and down and go there and digs. They have police who affiliate with them. They have investigators who affiliate with them. They have members of them, so them have filtered the area with them people.
Uh-huh.
These people are are serious. So these people come out with this super banter every time something important. Look what they made me see in the parliament when you one in there. You saw them made me see in the parliament?
Yes.
Anytime somebody come here, hey, then that's a Milan, they must all watch it. You remember when the Prime Minister did overseas? I want to show you something. You remember when the Prime Minister did overseas? I want very summit, one of them CHARICOM meeting, very to speak.
Yes.
You remember that time there?
Yes.
And then Dr. Miller come out with a story saying, oh, the Prime Minister get kicked back. The man Damien Crawford then come out in the night, the world passing on TV, to embarrass the Prime Minister. And by the time the Prime Minister called him on, then come out, oh, it's just a misunderstanding and apologize for all the things. They know very well what I do. Because they know they don't be important, they know they do it gone viral. Then by someone try to embarrass the Prime Minister about. Have you noticed who then target the Prime Minister now, then target his wife now.
Yes.
Because they say wife is too strict. Then target man wife, then target him, then target the next one, the next two young ministers that were powerful, when they call him Colonel Charles Jr., then target the next one where the next you there, where I'm talking about yours. When him, the next go on there. I must be he speaks sometimes, get up and speak instead of the Prime Minister there.
Oh, Morgan. Yeah. Agree.
So they start to target them, the people, everything, go to the story, then go to the bomb rush, and then pick people, and the people carry a walk of bomb rush. Till they start the Christus at tough stand, this Christopher tough stand, wife, and blah. These people, you think, and they might give them. Let me tell you something. I used to have a man in there. A man died. He died now. God rest his soul. He's a big PMP. He used to call radio station every day. I'm a good friend. Good friend. Very good friend. Good friend. In Liverpool. In Liverpool. A good friend. You know that man used to go to PMP headquarters every morning like a working go. And then give him talking points. The radio station.
He got his talking points.
You remember Mr. Combs?
Yes.
Mr. Combs was my good friend.
Oh.
Good friend. Right now, his family here, they would have said, yes, they record. Mr. Combs, I'm your good friend. Mr. Combs, I head book up back there and cock up. We call head cook and back to wash up and cover. I pay quarters. In that work, I did them up there. Mr. Combs, the time I call Mr. Combs, I did them in that town. He said, meet me there, so.
Yes. Oh.
And let me tell you something. When they don't give us a cool starting point at daytime, they put credit and them top up phone and they top up everything and they have nothing. They have those people for paying quarters at daytime and call radio station there.
So Mr. Combs, hold on. Mr. Combs would sit down at the PNP headquarters. I call radio station. Lord, he muted again. What a precke. What a something this year, sir? What a something this year? Is a proper. Yes. Hold on. Combs would sit at the PNP headquarters at daytime. I call radio station. That I'm work.
I work that.
You know this as a fact.
Facts that. Facts. And when we want to see it, then he can sit down and talk. Then he sit down and reason.
So what you say? He goes to work. He goes to work in the days, and his job is to go to PNP headquarters, sit down on phone, make call to radio station, and tear down the government. Eh?
And tear down the government. That's what PNP do.
Then not that them doing with Andre. Not that them doing with Andre Stevens.
I want to tell you this.
Yes.
You will see them call today and Dr. Miller. If you take a ride up a PNP headquarters tomorrow, go look. You will see what I'm talking about.
Dean Jackson Miller is up there.
What I'm talking about. And they have another here in Manchester here with them have another one. A couple of them will call from the side too. They have them when they come at the office to them and call at their time. And call radio station and tear down the government.
Oh my God.
And give them talking points. Give them talking points. Very terrible. PMP are not pretty when people hear about PMP, PMP are disease. PMP are disease.
But that is what is happening now with Andre Stevens, sir. You notice that them all pull up over there? It's like a PNP. Oh, he's working for them? Hold on. He's working for them? Oh, what you say?
you ain't come and say more share money between bloggers and she cut up money and put between bloggers and bloggers. Who remember them something?
He's working for them, sir.
Remember? So the US have try to get the man, actually try to get bloggers for the budget that taxpayer of this country pay the bloggers them to blog for them.
Oh gosh. So you are saying to me that had the PNP won, they would have had 1 billion to pay bloggers to blog for them.
To bloggers.
And Mr. Stevens is working for the PNP.
This country would have been like Hitler. You remember when Hitler was watching some show with Hitler when Hitler used to have some steel and the country they start some steel and play and people have to get up and surrender to them and till the music done all these things. I saw them have to make up till now like Cuba. We dodge a bullet. So all these people like them pretty car and them pretty house and them pretty thing, you can't tell them. Stay with them there. Humble themselves. Leave PNP party alone because the day come where you do that, these people are walking and look on land and put price on it where you can't afford certain things in your own land, your own house. You didn't find me just like when they do free tax sitting. Cope and find where you stay, you have to walk on the feet.
I saw them stay, sir.
Rich themselves.
I saw them people here, hold on. I saw them people here stay, my brethren.
Remember when they do free tax? The people in Barrow, look how they do the people in Barrow, they don't want Jamaica. At maybe 5 or 10%. And what they do, they done. Calling an overseas company and sell out the loan to the people in a US dollar. And tear down the country with the US work into Jamaican dollar. And so you can't pay before they light out. And when they done, then Scully can't fight.
So these, let me understand you. These bloggers, hold on, TV man. These bloggers, sir, are being paid by the party.
That's yes. Andre Stephen and them want to pay. You know, them a quarrel over there sometimes. You have a quarrel, you need to listen for them. Never a quarrel over there.
Oh.
Some of them get paid and some now get paid and never vex about it and some of them quarrel and the election gone.
Yeah.
Pay them to block for them. Pay them to block for them. Pay them. But at least we listen for them and hear them over their quarrel. Go on them, you pass to their live and check them live. You hear them over their quarrel.
Yes, and they are told to tear down the Prime Minister.
And tear down the Prime Minister. Tear down the Prime Minister. Because we tear him down, we get them out, and then we can win election. And when we win election, we can control the country and everybody benefit. And the whole we go benefit. That is the plan for them.
That is the plan.
That is the plan for them. We will have a next election that will make us so easy. Because they never find ways to tell the election can't call.
Boy.
They would find ways to tell the election can't call.
Mr. TV man, you have to call me back again. You hear, sir?
Look around for all the young, powerful youth they have put in a PMP party where stand up and just talk. Look what they did to them. Then say you're not for them. If you talk out and say no, you're not for them. You can't talk like that. You don't talk like that. You want to see me come out and say it. Craig Woods come out and say it.
Yes.
Lawrence will come out and say it. No one else come out and say it.
Boy.
You can't talk like that.
You hold on there for me, sir. Hold on there for me. This is interesting, you know, man. Boy, I never know that them something have gone to Jamaica. I never know this.
Listen to them live at the time. Listen to them live. Stand through them live at the time and listen to them. They had a quarrel, a corpse.
My?
Hold
on there, TV man. Hold on there.
Between Mark Golding, Jamaica Crawford, Bunting, the one that don't hear about before election, you know, we hear the panel live over there, you know. I hear up Andre Stevens, that I go down when Jamaica hear them, you want to hear it daily. When they say, it's flossy, what can I say? And I'm spend my go on. When the man start cut after when it's for the next PMP live, you know, they start cut to what I'm over there and say, oh, the batty boy over there, so, and I'm going to stop blocking them, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to block them and last one and sitting, and we not get to hear them.
Yeah. Hold on there for me, sir. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Unity and progress will make our nation strong. Stand up for your rights when you hear the bell. Stand up for justice, hear the freedom bell. Remember, must a man say he served you well. Stand up, Jamaicans, when you hear the bell.
Boy, I tell you, we're gonna have to leave it there. TV man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for
What I can tell you, man.
thank you for opening.
Yeah, man. Now look around, man. Listen better, man. Listen live at the time, man.
Yes.
Hear them over there, man.
Yeah, man.
Who get down, get down, hard stick, man. When you not share good.
Have to run.
Yes.
Take.
Yeah, man.
You call me back.
Yeah, man. We talk, man.
Yeah, man.
We talk.
Respect.
I'm gonna get it myself. All right.
Respect to you.
Yes.
Respect.
Yeah,
All right. What a wonderful caller that is. 5 minutes to 10 o'clock. We only have 5 minutes left on the program. The time goes by fast when you're having fun. Evangelist Young?
I'm still here. I'm still
Well,
here. Just staying there.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You have a little time left still. We can't take anybody else.
Yes.
We're out of time. Yeah.
Yes, I was just listening to some of the things that TV man was saying, and in a nutshell, he is right. He is right, very much right. He laid the nail on the head. One of the pressing thing that I want to address, briefly, is with the hurricane relief thing that the People's National Party keep bashing the government about.
Yes.
You know what is their problem? Is that the government is operating and is treating this country like a business that wants to grow.
Yes.
Like somebody who wants to grow a business, and they don't like that, because what happened is that why you keep pressing the Prime Minister about the money not being spent. I mean, the hurricane relief money not being spent, right? They want the Prime Minister to just give out the money and people just take it and do foolishness like what was done when Hurricane Gilbert came. Because I remember when Hurricane Gilbert came and they were giving out zinc and stuff. If you're not affiliated with the People's National Party, you don't get anything. I remember one day somebody, one of my family members was one of those persons that distribute the relief stuff for persons who are in need. And they said that my people must not get any because they are labor rights. They must not get any because they are labor rights. And this is what the People's National Party want to revisit. They want to politicize the hurricane relief thing. But what the Prime Minister is doing is that he is giving persons a long-term solution. You give the person the money, right? They blow it up to all sort of foolishness. When you give them the house now, right? They have something long-term, because a house is a long-term solution. And what they don't understand is that the housing solution, they're going to need foundations. So some of them start coming into the country already, right? Some of them start coming into the country already. And what they want, what they say that the money, the hurricane relief money is doing, it's going to help to build the foundation for these houses to put on. So what I see happening is that the People's National Party wants to create this distraction, and because they know that people in general don't listen. They know that people in general don't listen, and as a result of that, you know, they believe they start putting out these misinformation, and then the bandwagonists now jump on it and start saying all sort of nonsense about the Prime Minister, that the Prime Minister wants to steal money and all of that. And if the Prime Minister wanted to steal the money, would the money still have been there? The money wouldn't have been there. The fact that the money is there, it means that it's going to be used at a later date. And finally, neighbor, I want to address in a nutshell the attack that I see them venting towards the Speaker of the House, because I see another MP trying to attack the Speaker of the House simply because she is holding up the rule. Simply because he's holding up the rule, she's holding up the rules and regulation that governs Parliament. And what I see happening is that it's like the People's National Party are saying that we need to get rid of some of these rules because some of these rules are colonial rules and all of these stuff. There's a right way to do something, and there's a wrong way to do it. And I do believe that what they're doing now, what the opposition is doing now, yes, we want to see our country move away from the colonial past, but if they are so interested in us moving away from the colonial past, why is it then that they are stalling the what the thing called again when they say they want Jamaica to be a republic? They want Jamaica to be a republic.
Yeah.
Right. Why is it that the opposition is stalling that if they are so much against Jamaica continuing under the colonial rules, some of the colonial rules, some of the things that they say are coming from colonialism, and
including English language.
That's right. Yes, that's right. You know, and in a nutshell, that's what I have to say tonight, neighbor.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Evangelist Young.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Well, guys, it's 10 o'clock. As a matter of fact, a minute after 10, we ran out of time. It's time to go over to YouTube and hear from Shafreen. She has the poll results. Shafreen, good night to you.
Good night to you, neighbor.
Yes.
So viewers, sorry.
How are my friends over there on YouTube?
Oh they are amazing and participating in all these quizzes and polls. So tonight we had
before you come in, I see Music Freak. He's a great supporter. He's saying that interesting how Nikisha can say Mrs. Holness is acting like a dominant wife, but can't see her own actions as comparable to a desperate side chick. Wow.
Yeah.
I
second that.
You do?
Yes, well, I do.
Yep. I wonder what Perry Christ, who is a man of God, would say about that. Perry.
Right. Yes. Especially since marriage is a sacrament between.
Yeah. By the way, Shafreen, as a woman yourself, as a woman, you don't find Miss Burchell's characterization of the Prime Minister's wife, the Speaker of the House, speaking about she's behaving like a controlling wife. You don't find that to be something that is a little condescending?
Well, it's projecting, right? Yes. No one has put a ring on her finger. And I'm not saying this to like humiliate her, but the fact of the matter is that she doesn't have a good reputation out there when it comes to the opposite sex. And somebody like Juliet Holness, who is quite a wholesome wife, if you look at her from a big picture, holistic standpoint, she's a wholesome wife.
Yes.
Right? She's a working mother. And it so happens that her and her husband work in the same capacity, in the same sector, right? But it's so sad to see that Nikisha cannot be a girl's girl and just be supportive of other women. It doesn't have to be a competition amongst women or trying to one up the other one. just be a supportive colleague in the workplace. All of this nasty behavior, it doesn't look good. It just makes her look like, the kind of woman who goes on a date and doesn't get a second date. The kind of ugliness that comes out in a first date that makes men turned off and not want to proceed any further. So, I mean, it doesn't look good,
Doesn't look good at all.
No, it does not. It does not.
I wonder, Sheffield, because I really think Miss Burchell need some guidance. Mr. Perry, give her a little guidance, man, or pray for her. Bring her down to church and pray for her. Go ahead with the poll results, Miss Sheffield.
Yes. All right. So thanks to everyone who participated in the quizzes and the polls. So the first one is, are the standing orders a part of the Constitution of Jamaica? And the answer is yes. This question was asked given the context of our conversation today, where Nikisha Burchell went on the fix and decided that she was going to speak negatively about the Speaker of the House, keeping order in the House. And that is because she is responsible for exercising the constitutional procedures in the House. So yes, the standing orders are part of the Jamaican Constitution, and Juliet Holness did not create the Constitution. She's there to uphold the order in accordance with the Constitution. And part of that Constitution is the language. So the language of Jamaica, the official language is English. It is not patois. And for it to be changed, it would need to go through the proper process in the House. So, Ms. Burchell, if you need to change, if you want to propose changing our official language, you know the right way to proceed, because I know that you received training along with the other new MPs when you were elected and when everybody came into the House and were acting disrespectful and rowdy. Mrs. Holness made it a point to make sure that all of you got training in the House. So you should know better, and you should know that it's the Constitution of Jamaica why English is the language that is used in the House, and why there are standing orders and all this disruption is anti-constitutional. Okay?
Yes.
So you should know better, Miss Burchell. So the second quiz was, who is responsible for maintaining order in the House of Representatives? So I just kind of touched on that a little bit. The answer is the Speaker of the House. So the Speaker of the House is elected. Okay, and she wasn't there. She's not there because she's married to the Prime Minister. She's there because she was elected by the members and placed there to carry out the business of the House and to keep order in the House.
Yes.
Right? So that is her role. It is not the Prime Minister who does it. It's not the opposition leader, and it's not the Governor General. The Governor General's role in our parliamentary democracy is to sign off on laws, to make it official. It's just a post that represents the monarch, because right now we have a king as the head of state of Jamaica. That is still the parliament. And if anybody wants to say, oh, why are we still using that system? Well, guess what? Over the past few years ago, our Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, went to Parliament and proposed that we become a republic. And that was voted down by the People's National Party representatives. So it needs unilateral support. Everybody has to support it. It's not about the majority support. It's about everybody has to be on board for Jamaica to become a republic. And right now it was struck down because of the People's National Party. Therefore, they have nothing to complain about. So right now our head of state is King Charles, thanks to the People's National Party. And our official language is English, and we still use a parliamentary democracy, thanks to the People's National Party. The next one is a poll. So this one is more of an eye-opener as to what's important to Jamaicans and the young people. So then this one is, what should Jamaica prioritize more for young people? One is education reform, job creation, entrepreneurship support, and crime prevention. And the overwhelming majority at 57% voted education reform.
That is very interesting because people are beginning to feel safe. Crime is only 9%.
Yes, it is. That compared to 10 years ago when people were scared to go downtown.
Yes, the number one.
You know, after 5:30, people scared. As soon as you see a little bit of sun about to set, everybody just pack up and run.
Very interesting.
You know, so that is amazing. That crime is the least one. It's a 9%.
Yes.
The second one is job creation at 21%. Entrepreneurship support is number 3 at 13%. And that is to show that Jamaica is moving in the right direction towards becoming a developed nation. Crime is down there, way at the bottom. People not even thinking about crime anymore. They want reform for education and job creation and entrepreneurship support. That's amazing.
Fascinating stuff, Shefreen. That's great. Great information there, eh?
Yes, absolutely. Right. Thank you, everybody, for your participation again.
Absolutely great. By the way, before I go, I want to leave 3 little pieces of advice for my friend, Miss Burchell. Miss Burchell, I want to leave 3 things with you now. First is a word they call poise. P-O-I-S-E. Mr. Perry is here. Write them down and give it to her for me, Mr. Perry. P-O-I-S-E. Because composure in politics often communicates more strength than provocation. Stop being provocative, Miss Burchell, and express and be poised. Don't be provocative. The second one is principle. Critique opponents through evidence, policy, and constitutional reasoning, not personal ridicule or insinuations. Principle. Poise, principle, and perspective. That's the name of Perry's show. Perspective. Perspective is to understand that temporary applause from political theatrics can never replace the long-term respect earned through statesmanship. Poise, principle, and perspective. If you cultivate those properly, those 3 things can transform a first-term MP from a viral politician into a lasting national figure. You have to decide now. You want to be a viral politician, or you want to be a national leader? Listeners on YouTube, until I join you again on the other side of next week, been a great week with us. Thank you so much. And please take care of yourselves, and we'll catch up with you on the other side, okay? Bye-bye, Shefreen.